Welcome back to the channel. So today we are getting into our first algebra lesson, which hopefully also is review. So again, we're really starting with a bunch of review, and this is going to be solving one-step equations. Now, when we're working with equations, the whole idea or goal is going to be we need to get the variable by itself. Okay. You might have also heard the term isolate the variable. Isolate, fancy word for get by itself. And how do we do that? We are going to keep the equation balanced, kind of like that last video we just saw. With balance just means picture one of those old scales. What you do to one side, you have to do to the other. I should have a previous video on that with my kids' monkey scale. But again, if you take two monkeys off of one side of the scale tips, so you have to take two monkeys off the other side in order to keep the scale flat or balanced. That is the idea. And we do that by using inverse operations. What are inverse operations? That's a great question. So, inverse operations, the classics, or the most used ones in algebra, are going to be plus and minus. Our inverse operations, they undo each other, and times and divide, multiplication and division, undo each other. Okay, this right here is going to have to be something that you write down in your notes, you have easy access to, you memorize. If you're looking for a new tattoo, you could get one of those. But somehow you need to understand and remember that minus and plus undo each other, and times and division are also inverse operations. They undo each other as well. Here's what I mean. Let's do x plus 7 equals 11. And I understand you could say, Mr. Michelson, I know x is 4. And yeah, you're right. But just for examples on if we wanted to get this x by itself, how do we do that? We are going to need to get rid of the plus 7. How do I get rid of the plus 7? Remember, plus and minus undo each other. Okay, so instead of a plus 7, we are going to write minus 7. Now, what I do to one side of the equation, I have to do the other. The equal sign is really it separates the sides. So what I do to one side of the equal sign, I have to do to the other. Boom. Okay. And doing this keeps the equation balanced, right? What does balance really mean? It just means true. Like if x plus 7 equals 11, and I just take away the plus 7, that makes, we've now got like a weird situation. We say x plus 7 equals 11, and x also equals 11. So we have to make sure that we do the minus 7s to both sides, and then our equation will stay true. What I like to do to show my work, I just kind of cancel there, bring my x down, so my x is there. X equals 11 plus 7, or 11 minus 7 is 4. Boom, done. Why did I cross out plus 7 minus 7? Because that equals 0. Okay, and that's the point of what we're doing here. 7 minus 7 equals 0, so we can cancel them. And again, when you cancel them out, slowly but surely, you are isolating that x. I'll give you a couple more. R plus 1 equals negative 14. All right. I need to get my r by itself. I have to do the inverse of plus 1. Inverse of plus 1 is minus 1. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. And now these guys cancel. So I have r by itself now. equals negative 14 minus 1 is negative 15. Remember, we add the two numbers together. 14 plus 1 is 15, and use the same sign. Oh, there we go. What if I was to do this one? Do a few more. 5x equals negative 70. Well, we have to remember what operation is going on in between on the side over. Let me get my little laser thing. That's the wrong one. Let's try this again. Oh, that was not what I needed. What's going on here? Wheel. There's a times right there. Oh, look at that. That's times. Yep. So we can go right here. Bop, put a times right there. Opposite of times is divide. So I can divide both sides by 5. And my 5's cancel out. Why do the 5's cancel out? 5 over 5 is just one whole. So it's going to be like this. 1x equals 70 over 5, negative 70 over 5. Let's see, that's going to be a negative 14. Usually when there's a 1 before your variable, we just kind of get rid of it. So if you ever see a variable by itself, there's an invisible 1 before it, it's just easier to write x equals negative 14 than 1x equals negative 14. Anyway, but you can cancel your 5's and you get a 1, and you can turn the 1 into invisible. So a lot of times I will skip right to that second part right here because I know that 5 minus 5 cancels. That's just going to give me a normal x. Back to our problems. If I was to do a couple more, how about 18 equals x over 6? Wheel. What sign is this division thing, or this divide? It is this fraction bar is really a division. So I'm going to divide, I'm dividing by 6. Opposite of divide is times. So I have to go, all right, times 6 both sides. And these guys cancel. And I go 6 times 108, or 6 times 18 is 108. Bop. There we go. And last but not least, let's go negative 4 equals r minus 3. And here, we want to get our r by itself. Opposite of minus 3 is plus 3. What I do to one side, I have to do to the other. And so these guys cancel. I have r by itself. And negative 4 plus 3. Oh, signs are different. So I subtract the two numbers. 4 minus 3 is 1. And use the sign of the larger number. Negative 1 equals r. Bop. We are all done. So hopefully that helps with our one-step equations. Tomorrow we're going to get into two-step equations. And again, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments or at school. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.